The art of sorting is basically getting cells through an instrument to separate them with the least amount of fuss. And the art part comes in knowing how to get them through so that they behave properly on the other side. Most of the time, the difficult things that require it to be called an art, if you will, are fussy cells. And a lot of cells, when they're put under just general lab bench conditions, are often put into buffers that weren't designed to be used in a sorter. So you have to think about what the cells are like, what they're going to be able to withstand, and adjust conditions, buffers, protocols accordingly.
We have paid attention to the details that sorting requires. We're not the first people to have done cuvette sorters, but we're the first to have done cuvette sorters the way we're doing it, which is a fixed aligned flow cell with a removable nozzle for the customer. Fixed alignment means that the customer is not required to do optical adjustments, which requires a little bit more skill and just takes longer to set up.
In high-speed sorting, one of the challenges is, because you're going very, very fast, to be able to collect enough light to have the sensitivity optically to measure dimly expressed markers.
One of the key advantages that we get in the ARIA with the cuvette is that we use a high stream velocity for the sorting side, but we use a lower stream velocity for the analysis side. This allows the cell to dwell in the laser beam longer, and we're able to collect more photons, and thus results in higher sensitivity.
And what that allows you to do is sort in a high-speed mode, looking at cells and classifying them with maybe some bright markers to drill down to some subsets, and then still be able to resolve that fifth or sixth color that may be fairly dimly expressed with a good deal of confidence. One of the things that was important to us was to find a good way to make the instrument more user-friendly.
The intention of the ARIA was, to try to bring the sorting to the masses, more or less. The previous sorters really took a technology enthusiast to run them, and the ARIA was try to make the customer's experiment more important than the tool that they were using to perform their experiment.
So usability engineering it can be a little bit tricky, because you don't want to make it easier for 10 but harder for 20. So as a result, we've had a good look at our customer base over the time since the FACSAria I has been deployed, and I think done a reasonably good job of assessing from a usability engineering point of view what changes would universally make life easier for customers, regardless of what their specific lab protocols or work habits might be. Just sitting down with the instrument and getting your work done is going to be a lot easier, everywhere from having the inline sample filters to having knobs in places where it's easier to adjust, for example, the little red laser that monitors the stream. Things should be easier to get at, a little easier to take care of, and provide even better quality data.